I'm Mike Calabrese, and for this week's college football picks, Colin Wilson and I like TCU as they travel to Boulder to take on the Colorado Buffaloes at Folsom Field. This line is bubbled up to 13.5, but we still like TCU in this spot because of the mismatch at coordinator. Specifically, Mike Sanford Jr., Colorado's OC. He's been underwhelming in his last few stops as a play caller, and he's up against Joe Gillespie, a rising star in the coaching ranks. Gillespie transformed Tulsa's defense into a fearsome unit in the AAC. Alex Kaloje likes over 58 in USF BYU, and there's a lot to like on this particular matchup in terms of offensive firepower. BYU returns Jaron Hall at quarterback, and he's protected by a veteran offensive line that returns 91% of their snaps. Also, on an individual player basis, 3 of those starters are in the top 30 of their respective position, according to Pro Football Focus. Pepper in the fact that they returned 1,700 yards of receiving from their top 3 receivers, and there's reason to believe that BYU can score a lot in this game. But it takes 2 to tango on an over, so can USF pull their weight? I believe that they can, and so does Alex in this spot, because they return a ton of production and they made some savvy moves in the transfer portal. Specifically, Gary Bohannon coming over from Baylor. He led the Bears to a Big 12 championship last year, major upgrade at quarterback for them in Game 1. And we're going to close it out with a pick from Cody Malmstrom. Oregon plus 17.5 against Georgia in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And this comes down to 2 things, defense and pace. Both defenses bring in strong units, but the pace is the reason why this could be a game that Georgia doesn't pull away fully. Georgia checked in 119th last year in plays per game, and Oregon's new offensive coordinator, Kenny Dillingham, calling plays for Florida State last year, they checked in 82nd nationally in plays per game. So, as we mentioned, the linebacking core for Oregon has a chance to slow that Georgia running game, and then let's not forget about Bo Nix coming in with a very green receiving core. Could be difficult for them to pile up points, maybe a little bit more conservative in their play calling. Cody is on the Ducks plus 17.5.